Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two.
Yo, what's happening? Muzz and Wax TV, you already know. So, if you follow us on social media, you'll know that unfortunately we are being harassed by the police at Stansted Airport.
So, we're gonna run you through what happened that day when the armed forces came and approached us and how they detained, they said they weren't detaining us. We're going to tell you what happened and their reasons of why they stopped us. Are we being detained?
No, you're not being detained. We're running some checks on you. I've still got your passport in a minute.
You've got everything. You can write it down, take a picture, whatever you want to do. You want to go back in now,
Yeah, well, when we finish with you, mate, you can go back in. It's not a problem. We're not detaining you, but we're running some checks.
It's weird though, like we're the only people that do stuff. Wrote me a one letter.
What is the reason why?
You're the only reason. Right, earlier on we saw you go through security, yeah? And then you've come back out without your bags, alright? To us that seems a little bit strange. That's why we're stopping you.
You only came out once.
You've come back, that's what I'm saying, but you've come back out without your bags.
When he gets it back, he can go.
So you can record me, but I can't record you.
I didn't say that, did I?
Then what's your problem?
I said don't have to do it discreetly.
I had it in his face the whole time.
Right, well,
I wasn't hiding it. I wasn't hiding it at all. I had the camera in his face. He knew I was recording him. I recorded you as well. It's not a problem.
Okay.
You're a public servant though, I can speak to you if I want though, can't I?
I don't need to speak to you.
Yeah, but I can speak to you if I want to, innit? If I need serving, I would have to speak to you, wouldn't I?
And do you need something?
I didn't want them to speak to me.
Do you need something?
You
do you need something?
Yeah, we need our passport.
I need my passport back.
Right? You three have probably had negative interactions with the police before in the past.
I never in my life.
Of course they're gonna think that.
Ready for this one now?
Right, why do you think we're talking to you?
I don't know.
Right.
Because you said we walked in and we walked out. That's why.
One of the things we do at this airport, okay, is proactive policing, alright? And it's all part of Project Servitor, alright? Mate, I'm busy. If you can speak to my colleagues over there. Can I speak to my colleagues over there? Okay. Part of this, alright, is deterring crime, okay, detecting crime, and deterring terrorism. Alright, okay? So you're travelling to Morocco, okay, which sadly is a country where people will go to further travel, yeah, wherever.
Yeah,
okay. So one of the reasons we're speaking to you, okay, is to find out why you're travelling to Morocco. Okay, you said you're going for a holiday. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, you never stopped us there because of that. You didn't even know where we was going.
But part of me talking to you and getting that information,
Exactly, they don't want to give no more information. Yeah, definitely.
So we went through security, we put our bags through and everything, and we were very, very early for our flight, and we were already checked in. And
like we got there at 10 a.m. We checked in at 10 a.m. Our flight wasn't until 2:30 p.m.
we're there, we thought, you know what, we're here too early. We thought, you know what, we had extra luggage, but we weren't sure if we were allowed to bring it because Ryanair had changed their policy for their bagging. So we thought we'll go back and go grab our other bags and come back.
Came outside, we thought, you know what, we quickly go, and as soon as we stepped out, just before we left the exit, as soon as we were there, we were stopped by 4 armed police officers with guns, and they didn't even stop us in a nice way, like, they weren't even polite, like, oh, excuse me, can we have a word with you? No, they literally surrounded us, and it was so bad because there were so many people that it was so embarrassing to look at, because as soon as they surrounded us and took us to the corner, obviously we complied with everything they said. We went with them, and we had hundreds of people walking past staring at us.
Criminals.
Yeah, literally. Imagine 3 Muslims just standing in the corner surrounded by police. Hundreds of people are walking past.
Yeah, but this was the thing, right?
What do you think they're gonna expect, innit? Seeing us.
Obviously, yeah, so they seen and they thought, yeah, you know what, 3 brown boys, bam, let's grab them.
One with a beautiful beard.
But anyway, we left our bags with our mate, because there were 4 of us, so we thought instead of us taking all of our luggage back out with us, we might as well leave it with our mate that's already there, sitting there
in duty free.
While we were walking out, we had no luggage with us. We walked out. We've been surrounded. 4 police. Then they've called back up, thinking, yo, we're some criminals. Anyways, then the guy said, give me your passport. He took our passports off us and held our passports without our will, we didn't want to give our passport.
We didn't have choice, basically.
We gave it. We thought, you know what, we're gonna be nice and easy. We don't want no commotion. We don't want to miss our flight. We don't want them to bring up other lies and just chat shit. So we gave them our passport, let them do their check, and then what happened after that? What?
It was literally half an hour we were waiting for them to do the first checks there. So we waited half an hour. We came back and they said, oh, they're gonna run some more checks. They wanted more IDs, so we gave them our licenses or whatever. They checked our IDs and they said, yeah, we'll get back to you. This is when we start questioning them. We started asking them questions like, oh, so what is the reason? How come we've been stopped?
Yeah, and the guy was gonna say, he says, look, I don't think we got that bit recorded.
And
he said, look, mate, I'm gonna be straight up with you, yeah. But then he clocked Waka was recording.
As soon as he seen my camera come out, he knew. He was very careful with the words that he chose, basically. But basically, this is where this is 100% guaranteed where we know that we were stopped because we are brown Muslims. Tell them what they said. Innit?
Anyway, after that, what happened was the other police officer, yeah, he thought obviously you was recording. He's like, oh, do you want to record with? Why are you recording secretly? They said, what are you talking about? The guy knows we're recording him. And the guy even said, when he asked him, he go, oh, did you know? And the guy says, yeah.
I had the camera in his face. Literally, you're here. I had the camera here this whole time. The guy could see the camera in his face. It's not like I was hiding and recording him. He knew, and I purposely made sure that he knew I was recording him.
Exactly.
And then that's when the other guy came with his big gun or whatever, and there's three of them behind us. Yeah, like, oh, why don't you record to his face? And it's rude recording people without them knowing. Well, obviously he was just being silly. He just wanted
us to react so they can obviously put more shit on it. But anyways, then I asked them, I said, are we being detained? Obviously knowing our rights, that if we're not being detained, we don't even need to speak to them. But we couldn't leave because the guy had our passports in his hand.
To give it.
I said, you can write it down, write our names down, do what you want. Yeah, you can do your checks still, while we can do what we want to do.
For real.
But, yeah,
so, obviously we wanted our passports back. He refused to give it, so we kept on waiting. We were there for about an hour and a half now. And this is when he said, okay, let me be straight with you. And the beginning bit of it, I didn't get on camera, unfortunately. But as soon as he started talking, and I knew what he was saying, I quickly pulled out my phone. He was trying to say, look, we're three, four Muslim lads. They only knew there was three of us at the time, but he was saying there's three Muslim lads, bearded brown guys, going Morocco, and that's why they stopped us, because a lot of people are going from Morocco to other places. He was trying to hint out Syria, assuming that we're terrorists. That's basically what he was trying to do. They're assuming that we're terrorists straight away. Yeah. And you don't understand how heartbreaking. I've never been through something like this. It was so heartbreaking to think that this actually happens to people. Like I've seen comedians on stand-up comedy, and I've seen people talk about it. I've seen Paul Chowdhury talk about it. Everyone, but you think of it as a joke. You don't take it serious until it's happened to you. That's when you realize that just for being Muslims, we're being stopped. Just for being Muslims, we're being stopped and questioned. And they actually think that just because we're brown, going to Morocco, how many people, every single person on that flight was, like 90% of the people on that flight were white people anyway. Everyone was white. But we were the only ones that are picked out. Going to 4 Muslim guys going to a Muslim country were picked out, thinking that we're terrorists, that we're going to go from there, go to Syria or whatever.
And then, furthermore, the guy goes, oh, you lot have had some negativity with police. Straight away assuming that we're criminals.
Because we are questioning what's happening.
Do you know what I mean? It's a joke, man.
He tried saying, I'm sure, I can tell by the way that you're reacting that you've been in trouble with the police before. This, like, straight away. And even that is so horrible that they think like that.
We pay our taxes for them to chat shit to us.
And it wasn't even like it was caught. Like they're literally, every security guard, every single police officer that worked there was around us.
They wanted us to react so they could arrest us and bam, leave us like that. But then they finally let us go, gave us our passports back, said, oh yeah, we done our checks. I think some fake checks, whatever they were talking about. And then after that, they still followed us all the way until we got onto our plane.
They tried acting so discreet as if we couldn't see them. But everywhere we went, we only saw 2 armed police officers, you know.
With their straps, there standing, watching. But yeah, that was it.
So we got to the plane, and that was it. But I'm not gonna lie, when we landed here, our whole plane journey here, when we landed here, everything, I felt so down, I felt so hurt. If you follow me on social media, you know that I didn't even post anything.
What about this? Furthermore, that day was so bad. So that thing happened with the police. Then we're just about to get onto a plane, and the Ryanair worker says, you know what? Your bag's too big.
All of us.
We're gonna charge you £20 for me, him, and everyone.
They charged me £20. Where's my pouch? Oh, it's in the other room. They charged me £20 because I had a pouch. They're like, you're not allowed 2 bags.
We're like, before you know what?
We were so tired.
Had a bad day.
It was so horrible. So we just went in. And as soon as we landed, they didn't even let us off the aeroplane. 2 people got arrested on our plane. 2 people got arrested on our Ryanair plane as soon as we landed.
That was mad.
And then we came back, and then the taxi driver literally finessed us all the way here.
Yeah.
He refused to let us out the car unless we paid 500 dirhams. But it was just a horrible trip, and the whole experience was so horrible. So for people that go through this, don't take it as a joke. When you hear people that say this, it's actually bad.
Furthermore, what else happened was we got pulled by the Moroccan police. But I'm not gonna lie, the Moroccan police were nice, good.
Yeah, very respectful, innit?
They let us go. We told them, look, we're from England, we don't know about this. Basically, we went through a no entry bit.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, and it was a horrible experience. Hold on, did I turn the mic on?
Don't fuck about it.
Yeah, it's on.
Muzz Wax TV.
You already know. No, wait, that's the intro, innit?
Yeah, go like, share, comment, subscribe.
All of that, it costs absolutely nothing. Come on!